Now, before we get into this video, I'm gonna need you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and hit that notification button. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get it popping up in this joint. And if you appreciate the content, make sure to like and share. Let's go. Now the truth shall set you free, motherfucker. And the road to hell is paved with good intentions and all that fly shit. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of motherfuckers on the internet talking about Nipsey Hussle, talking about Lil E, Eric Holder, shitty, whatever you want to call it. And motherfuckers is making a lot of bullshit up. And you know why? Because the streets don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? This is word the street with Uncle Nick for a motherfucking reason. And the crazy shit about it all, they could go to Vlad TV or this site or that site, but they fuck with Uncle Nick because I keep it fair and they actually watch my videos. You know what I'm saying? So these people that been reaching out to me, my sources and shit like that are over there in LA, because niggas don't know, Uncle Nick is heavy everywhere. I'm international, motherfucker. We good in Philly, we good down south, we good motherfucking in Canada, nigga, Africa. I got my own spot out there. What you know about that? We international, and on the West Coast, my motherfucking name is ringing bells on some respectful shit, so the OGs and different people are reaching out to me to put me up on game, unlike you punk motherfuckers on the internet making up shit all day long or trying to create some fucking conspiracy theories or spin whatever you can spin together because you're not connected like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not claiming to be no top shot at no big wig or nothing like that, but niggas is fucking with Uncle Nick. And a spade is a motherfucking spade. You know what I'm saying? Take your motherfucking medicine and shut the fuck up. I've been getting the inside scoop for a hot second now. You know what I'm saying? We had to put that nigga Hell Rel on blast, expose that nigga out here stealing feature money. You know what I mean? Just doing all types of derelict bullshit. Then I got the inside scoop on the Kodak Black sticky finger situation. And there's been other things in between, you know what I'm saying? But this joint right here, my man from LA was supposed to get back to me and break down some inside information, but he hasn't gotten back to me yet. But I checked my DM today and another person from LA hit me up. That's an inside source that knows the family that's around certain stuff at the end of the day. And there's this story circulating on the internet that this dude, Lil E, Eric Holder, whatever the fuck, that some of his family members, his father and his cousin got shot. Negative.com, you know what I'm saying? The family's been receiving some threats via social media. Whoever's out there, maybe it's Facebook, this and that. I don't know exactly, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even gotta get into all that shit, you know what I'm saying? It ain't none of business. That's his family, they're dealing with that shit. But they're getting little threats from motherfuckers online, little trolls and shit like that. So you start seeing all these videos being generated and motherfuckers are making this up and they're talking about this and that. I'ma break this shit down and give y'all the nitty motherfucking gritty. Now there was this video circulating around of this guy shitty Eric Holder getting arrested in front of a mental health institution and shit like that. And the people that I was talking to behind the scenes, they started breaking shit down. This ain't no motherfucking act. This ain't no joke. This dude is not trying to motherfucking plead insanity right now. This dude has a history of mental health issues and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And this stems back to about 7-8 years now. You know what I'm saying? And this dude was familiar with that mental health institute or that facility, whatever you want to call it, because he's had to check himself into 2 or 3 of them joints that are in the neighborhood or around the surrounding areas. You know what I'm saying? And there's some science behind that. I'm gonna break that down. So I'm gonna try to give y'all verbatim of the conversation, you know what I'm saying, from beginning to, you know what I'm saying, the end. So now Eric Holder, Little E, aka Shitty, he was just like all of us, you know what I'm saying? Dude's about 6'2", 6'3", you know what I'm saying, about 190 pounds. But he wasn't always running around like that, and he wasn't always hearing voices in his head. We're gonna get into that as well. But you know, he played Pop Warner football, you know, he played basketball and all that type of shit. But around 14, 15, 16 years old, he started getting into some other shit, you know what I'm saying? His life started to change a little bit, and people around him started to notice it, according to my sources, you know what I mean? At some point, I guess he becomes affiliated with the Rolling 60s, Nipsey Hussle. R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. I want to send all my condolences to his family, you know what I'm saying? His brother, his sister, his kids, everybody on that side. I'm just trying to break it down and give people all the pieces to the puzzle because there's a lot of bullshit going on, you know what I'm saying? But Nipsey Hussle's a part of the Rolling 60s and shit. I don't think that they were part of the same crew or whatever was going on. So to skip all the bullshit, you know what I'm saying, and all the fluff in between, basically this guy's running around doing what he's got to do when he's in the streets. A lot of people are meeting him, they know him. He might have been an aspiring rapper, but you know what I mean, he wasn't that nice with the bars and shit, and people will let him know, yo, you gotta stick to the motherfucking script right now. Try to get a job, try to get right, you know what I'm saying, and do that as a passion, part-time type of thing. So some people are trying to throw it in there too, like, oh, he was angry at Nipsey Hussle that he wouldn't put him on negative.com. So we flash forward through all this bullshit, right? And he gets arrested now with a fucking hammer on him and shit like that. He's 23 years old. He serves about a month and a half, maybe 2 months maximum in the county. He never went to the penitentiary, so there's some other shit out there about that. You know what I mean? But this is what people are telling me right now. So he does about maybe a month and a half, 2 months, maybe a month, whatever the fuck it is, and he gets out and he's back on the streets and he's doing what the fuck he's doing. But this is when they start to notice that he's having motherfucking issues, dog. And there's something that happened to him between a certain point and that point that kind of flipped his motherfucking wig. I don't know what it is exactly, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things are gonna come out in trial, so you know there's other stuff that I don't wanna get into because, you know what I mean, I'm privy to the information, but I gotta be respectful with what I give you as well. But anyhow, this motherfucker starts losing his mind basically. Lil E, aka Shitty, whatever you wanna call him, and he gets diagnosed, you know what I mean? So now he starts hearing voices in his motherfucking head, so his people around him, they're trying to like, figure out a way to deal with him, you know what I mean, without pushing him away. But he kind of gets passive aggressive and he's in his own motherfucking lane and he's still doing what he's doing, so he's a part of this association. But this motherfucker's running around losing his mind and shit. This dude is hearing voices in his head from what my sources are telling me. So different people that used to be around him, they used to just catch him, man, like in the zone, just staring off into space and shit, and they be like, yo, was popping off with you, and like kind of snap him out of it. And he didn't like taking his medication and shit, you know what I'm saying? They could tell when he was starting to space out and he was out there at the end of the day. And they were saying that they could almost see him like trying to figure it out, like trying to, you know what I mean, configure whatever voices or whatever thoughts or whatever message was being relayed to him, you know what I mean, and he would just zone the fuck out. So they would get him to snap out of it, and sometimes he would take his medication, because now he starts checking into these different mental institutes and shit like that, because he knows he got a problem and all that, but he's coming back out on the streets and he's doing what he's doing. But at a certain point, he doesn't really want to take his meds anymore, because he was saying that they make him sleepy, that they put him to bed, you know what I mean, he became lethargic and all that type of shit, you know what I mean, but when he was sleeping, they were saying he wouldn't hear the voices and all that shit. So that was like a good moment, I guess, a good time for him or whatever the fuck. But he didn't like being like that, so he wasn't taking the meds, so he would be on and off the meds most of the time, you know what I mean? And this is something that's ill within the black community, mental health illness, and people just kind of brushing that shit under the rug, or people looking at it as like, yo, I'm a bitch ass nigga, I gotta take medicine, or I gotta go talk to somebody, or I gotta get therapy, or I gotta write some shit down, you know what I'm saying? Go through some therapeutic fucking sessions, or whatever the fuck it is, to get your fucking mind right, you know what I'm saying? You kind of look at that as a sucker and all that shit. You gotta tough it out, you gotta deal with it, put your boots on the ground and just thug it out. So, you know, I think my man had conflicting issues and different things going on with how he wanted to handle the situation, and I guess how the medication made him feel at the end of the day. But now we're gonna get into this other shit. So there were people out there putting out videos like, oh, he's trying to fake his insanity, or he's trying to do this, or he's trying to cop a plea, whatever the fuck was going on at the end of the day. All the conspiracies, this and that, or he's an agent, yo, they're taking him into the facility so they could transport him to fucking Mars. All that fly-ass bullshit at the end of the day. That was a facility that he had been to before, you know what I'm saying? Where he felt comfortable. And the true reasoning behind that, from what my sources were telling me, is that he's a black man, he's assumed to be armed and dangerous, he just killed somebody, he has mental health issues, they know how he gets down at the end of the day, because he ain't no sucker from what they were saying. Like, you know what I mean? He's like aggressive within a certain fashion if he feels that he's in danger, or whatever the fuck is going on when these voices are popping off in his head. He starts tripping the fuck out, you know what I'm saying? So they didn't want other people possibly to get hurt in the process, so they said, yo, you need to turn yourself in, but we want you to be safe at the end of the day, and maybe you could get some medication and get your fucking mind right while you do that in the process. So he was in the process of turning himself in, and he was waiting for somebody else to come through, because I guess he didn't have his ID or certain shit on him. And that's when I guess somebody identified him, and boom, the cops came down and they snatched him up. So it wasn't like he was trying to stage something. He had actually been to that facility before, and he was comfortable there. And that was actually orchestrated because they thought it would be just a better situation and more peaceful for everybody involved, you know what I'm saying? And no more lives had to be lost or whatever the fuck at the end of the day. If he checked himself in, got his meds, got his fucking mind right, the police came and picked him up and shipped his ass out, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, from what my sources are telling me, the family's really fucking upset. They're like, yo, he gotta pay for what he motherfucking did at the end of the day. We're not backing his actions or anything like that, because he wasn't raised that way, you know what I mean? But on the flip side of the coin, all the people involved and people in the back scenes, whoever's connected to the family, whatever my sources were telling me, you know what I'm saying? Because they know people here and they know people there. They want to see this person get help, Eric Older, you know what I mean? They want to see him get his fucking mind right, because he has a mental fucking issue, you know what I mean? And it's been going on for a long time, and it hasn't been dealt with. And now it reached the maximum, it reached this pinnacle, and he fucking snapped at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So they don't want him to get just buried in a jail cell and everybody forgets about him. They want him to get some help, but they also want him to have to face the fucking justice. They want justice for the family, Nipsey Hussle and all that. And he's got to face the judge and the consequences that he suffers after this. He got to take that shit on the chin, you know what I'm saying? So now you got an understanding of this guy. He came from a pretty decent background, you know what I'm saying? Had people around him, you know what I mean, holding him down or whatever the fuck. He gets involved in the Rolling 60s. He's doing his own fucking thing at that point. He gets involved in the streets. He's pushing the fucking limit. He goes to jail. And in between the streets and him going to jail, something happens to him. And he starts to fucking flip his wig, you know what I mean? And now he's hearing voices and all this extra shit is going on. He's checking himself into different mental fucking health facilities and shit. And he's trying to get his mind right. But he still has a lot of pride. He's still connected to the streets. And he still has his own ideas of what he wants to fucking be in life. So now you flash forward to the situation between him and Nipsey Hussle. Now there's this rumor, something being spread on the street or something that Nipsey Hussle knew or felt in his fucking heart, whatever it was. This dude went up to the store, and some people are saying Nipsey Hussle was there because of some other guy that came home from jail. I'm not gonna get into all that. But I guess this dude showed up and he was told that he wasn't welcome at the store. They don't want his money. Son just wanted to get some clothes and all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And allegedly he got smacked the fuck up or whatever the fuck. And son, you know what I mean? He wasn't taken too kindly to that because he was disrespected in public. And he's hearing voices and shit like that in his head from what people, you know what I mean, are telling my sources and shit like that. And the shit just hit a boiling point for this guy. He fucking snapped, you know what I'm saying? So he went back, I guess he hooked up with that chick, he got his fucking hammer, and he started smashing on everybody. And it's just a fucking tragic, unfortunate situation. But now that I'm breaking down like both sides to the story, you know what I'm saying? You start to get a better understanding of like what happened, but how tragic this is on a whole nother level. Because you got another dude that's suffering from mental illness, hearing voices and shit like that. There isn't anything anybody can really do for him because he's just out there, you know what I mean? He's just living his motherfucking life. And the medicine is not helping him, so, you know, he just feels he's better off doing what the fuck it is that he's doing. But now he's a threat in society, you know what I'm saying? And now he takes some shit to a whole nother level. So at this point, can we chill out with all the fucking conspiracy theory videos about Dr. Sebi, about the Illuminati, about the government hit, about all this extra shit at the end of the day? Let the man rest in peace. Allow his family to do what they have to do. You know what I'm saying? Represent for him properly. Shout out to Davies and everybody in New York, my song that came out. You know what I'm saying? They had a visual. This shit didn't get crazy. Niggas wasn't jumping on cars and wilding out. People getting shot and stabbed. So shout out to those dudes for representing the right way and all that shit. But at the end of the day, it's a bigger problem. People want to create conspiracy theories about all this shit, white supremacy and all that at the end of the day. No, we really have to focus on something. Crazy motherfuckers in the hood, people that have mental illness. I'm the bipolar, biracial bastard. I've never been diagnosed, but certain motherfuckers are like, yo, dog, you be wilding the fuck out. And I catch myself at certain moments when, You know, I guess I'll be having episodes where I'll be going through shit, and I know, yo, I'm kind of tripping right now. Let's go smoke a little weed, go do this, you know what I'm saying? Relax myself, or just focus on something, you know what I mean, that I really care about, and it takes me to a different place. But you know what I'm saying, you gotta know how to control your mind. But if I was hearing voices and fucking tripping out and I gotta take medicine and all types of shit, I would be in a whole different dimension. So at the end of the day, my sources are reaching out to me, they're breaking down this information, and I'm not trying to be biased, I'm not trying to justify anything. This dude's out of pocket. And from what my sources are telling me behind the scenes, the family's outraged. They're really upset, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And they know that he gotta serve his motherfucking time. Because there's some fucked up shit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. But there's a bigger issue here at the end of the day with the mental health shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that have illnesses and shit, and how people treat them in the hood, and how you're looked at as a bitch ass motherfucker, or other types of stigmas that come along with you having to go get some fucking therapy and get your fucking shit correct. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of motherfuckers that are on track. They deal with their shit. They take their meds, and it's a beautiful thing. I don't know, man. I ain't taking no fucking medication. But I don't know, at the end of the day, it's a tricky topic, but I think there's a lid that needs to be blown off that shit in the motherfucking hood. And people need to be more accepting to those that might be off their fucking rocker and persuade them to fucking, you know what I mean, do what they gotta do. Maybe there needs to be some campaigns about that instead of red bottoms and fucking lean and this and that and the newest fucking pink dreads and tight ass fucking pants with fucking tapered sweatpants with stupid ass fucking Yeezys and all types of shit. Wasn't that nigga Kanye West bugging out at one point? You know what I'm saying? Nigga said, yo, I got mental issues. This shit is motherfucking real, but I think people like to hide it a lot and they feel that it's a weakness or something like that. But I use this shit as a strength, man. I know I'm fucking crazy. Fuck it, man. I'm out here to do my thing. But, you know, this shit reached a whole different motherfucking level. So at the end of the day, y'all get up in the comment section. Y'all let me know what y'all motherfucking think. I'm gonna continue to decipher, dissect, and try to bring y'all the pieces to this puzzle right here, because it's a fucked up situation. R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. But this is my job, man. I'm reaching new heights, and yo, the streets is officially fucking with Uncle Nick, man. So like I said, y'all get up in the comment section. Y'all let me know what's poppin'. And if you appreciate the content, get up in the description box and drop a donation. You know what I'm saying? Drip, drip, drip fills the bucket. And other than that, I'm out this motherfucker. Y'all be safe, be cool, be easy. Don't do anything stupid on the fucking internet or in these goddamn streets. And I'll see y'all motherfuckers soon. Peace.